In this video, we are targeting the Diamond Bullhead Catfish in Norway. And if this video helps you catch your diamond or you enjoy it, please remember to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's take a look at the traits for the Bullhead Catfish. It is a bottom lurker, so I am going to use a feeder rod. We are fishing close to shore, so you could probably use a float, but I'm going to stick with the bottom rig. Keen senses, can smell food from a great distance. And then the silly part of this talent that it shares with Big Larry in Golden Ridge, responds well to lures and yet has no lures on its list. And then the important one, it is a night owl. However, I will add, they seem to be very active right when you start out in a night server, so you don't have to wait until the typical 1900. Let's take a look at the bait and lure preference. We will be using match blend, the first one on there, to chum to attract the fish. And then I like to use leeches with the smaller hook to exclude some of the other fish that you don't want. However, you could get some brown trout, so watch out for that. And then the next one on the list, liver, is a great choice to get just bullhead catfish. For the gear, I recommend a feeder rod. You can see I have the inhale on here with the Belta. And for purposes of the video, I'm overkilling them. The max weight on the Diamond is about 8 pounds, but I'm going to pull them in quick. If you're going for score, I recommend 4-pound line. If you're wanting a decent balance, go for about an 8-pound line. We're going to use a silver hook strategy, so 6 hook should be your primary setup, and then leeches, and then you want to have a secondary setup, or you can switch hooks if you like. Another feeder rod with the gold hook, 5, and liver. You do need to be on 5 to use liver, otherwise I'd use that on the 6 hook to avoid the brown trout that may hit occasionally. For the location, this is my favorite hotspot right here. I just hop to this trailhead and take a boat over. It's close to the shore. You can see my diamond marker. This is the far right lake. And I'll show you where it is in relation to the main base. You want to start in an evening server, as you see here. And I am going to throw out some match chum. Remember that if you have a hard time getting an evening server in multiplayer, you can turn it off here. And these early hours, 1800 to 1900, seem to be really good for the Bullhead Diamond. So I wouldn't want to miss those. I've had better luck catching the diamond before the late night. So we're just going to cast out in between the 2 bait balls. Since we just loaded into the server, it may take just a bit, but you can see I've already got a nibble. And I like to stick with the silver hook strategy for these. There seems to be a very consistent bite. If you're having problems getting a consistent bite, you can back off to a smaller hook, the bronze hook 7. haven't found that to be necessary. Or try a different server. It is possible sometimes to just get a dead server for whatever reason. No clue why. Another silver. Now if you get a lot of the multi-nibbles where it's just a bunch of dings and you can clearly tell multiple fish are biting, you can switch to that second loadout and check with the 5 liver. I haven't found it to really be necessary as the diamond hits pretty consistently on the silver hook. But it's a good idea to have that ready just in case you're getting a lot of those multi-nibbles. Another silver. And our goal here is just to keep working through the smaller fish. The belief is every time we pull one out, a new one spawns in, and that new one could be the diamond. I'm going to go ahead and refresh those bait balls. It does have the keen sense trait, so you don't really have to throw 2, but I like to do that just to give it a little bigger attraction radius. And there's a multi-nibble. Another silver, of course. So we'll take a quick peek with the 5 liver and see if there's a bigger one there. Again, not necessary to do this, but it doesn't hurt to try. And there is a customer. Let's see what that is. This rig is overkill, so that's interesting. Maybe a brown trout. Although it shouldn't be on the liver, now that I think about it. Let's see what we've got. A gold. All right. So we'll check again. And you just want to keep working through those. That's really all there is to it. If you enjoy this video, if it helps you catch your bullhead diamond, please remember to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Happy fishing. Have a good one.